let me say something that might make you uncomfortable. You are not lazy. I know you've told yourself that 100 times. I know other people have said it to you too. But I'm going to tell you right now, clearly and directly, that laziness is not what's happening to you. Scientists have studied human motivation for decades. Not one researcher found laziness as a real fixed trait. No brain scan showed a lazy region. No study identified a lazy gene. No psychologist in history has ever successfully treated someone for laziness. Because laziness as a permanent personality trait simply does not exist. What does exist is something far more specific, far more understandable, and far more fixable. And the moment you understand what it actually is, softer, almost a whisper, everything about how you see yourself is going to shift. So if laziness isn't the real problem, then what is? What is actually happening inside you when you sit down to do something important and your body just won't move? When you have every intention, when you genuinely want to do the thing, when you know exactly what needs to happen, and you still end up doing absolutely nothing. Softer. There's a real answer to that question. Not a motivational speech answer. A real psychological answer about what your brain is doing and why. And once you hear it, you will never call yourself lazy again. Picture your last day off. You wake up, and in the first 30 seconds, study for the exam, reply to emails, clean the room, go for a run, work on that project you've been putting off for 2 weeks. The list feels manageable. You feel almost motivated. And then an hour passes. And somehow you are on your phone. The list untouched. Now the guilt kicks in. And the guilt makes it harder to start, so you avoid more, and feeling worse makes it even harder to begin, and now you feel stuck. You are caught in a loop. That looks like laziness from the outside, but from the inside, it doesn't feel like you don't want to. It feels like you can't. Here is what is actually happening. Your brain runs on one core principle: protect and conserve. Every decision your brain makes is filtered through one question: is this safe? And is it worth the energy? Your brain is very good at identifying when something feels threatening. Not physically threatening, emotionally threatening. The task on your list isn't just a task to your brain. It is a potential source of failure, of judgment, of proof that you are not good enough. So your brain creates friction between you and that task, makes starting feel physically difficult, makes your body heavy, makes everything else more interesting than the thing you need to do. This is not laziness. This is your brain's protection system, work exactly as designed. The only problem is, it is protecting you from the wrong thing. There are 3 real reasons this happens, and not one of them is laziness. First, exhaustion. Not just physical tiredness, but emotional depletion. When your brain has been processing stress and noise and decisions and pressure all day,
critical malfunction!
there's nothing left. Scrolling feels effortless because it asks nothing of you. Starting something real asks everything. That is not laziness. That is a depleted system trying to recover. Second, overwhelm. You see the entire mountain at once, every step, every problem, every way it could go wrong. Your brain cannot process that scale, so it freezes. The freeze looks exactly like laziness. It is not. Third, slow right down, lower pitch, personal. Fear. This one is the hardest to admit. The fear that if you fully try and still fail, it means something permanent about who you are. So not starting feels safer than failing. Avoidance becomes a shield. Shield looks to everyone else. Think about the last time you were genuinely excited about something. A project you actually cared about, a game you loved, a conversation that lit you up. Were you lazy then? Did you struggle to start? Did your body feel heavy? Did you avoid it and scroll instead? No. Because none of those three things were present. No depletion. No overwhelm. That version of you, the one who moves without friction, is not a different person. That is still you. The only thing that changed was the condition, not the character. Here is what I genuinely believe. Calling yourself lazy is one of the most damaging things you can do to yourself, because it ends the conversation. The moment you say, I am just lazy, you stop looking for the real reason. You stop asking whether you are exhausted or overwhelmed or afraid. You just accept a label that explains nothing and fixes nothing. The way out is not more discipline, not more willpower. The way out is honesty. Asking yourself right now, am I tired? Am I overwhelmed? Am I scared? One of those three is always the answer. And once you know which one it is, you know exactly what you need. You are not lazy. You never were. And that changes everything.